Yeah, so this is the morning sun that I love so much. Thinking about cutting my hair, but it just looks real flat. I'm not sure why. And it looks real funny, actually. It's the, I believe, it's not waste, it's not sanitation. It's, the water people take care of the water in this particular area where the water travels over the hills and stuff. Pretty sure. But I guess they just maintenance and stuff, make sure. People leave trash a lot. People have been letting their dogs poop everywhere. Here I go complaining in the morning. But it's a good morning, I got my tea. The first part of the hike, it was very foggy. Down on Stepton. It was very foggy and I wave hi to them in the morning. Yeah, it says sanitation, but they also do planting. You see there's plants in the back? They just, whatever, they just maintenance this whole thing, you know, all these hills. But yeah. But I've been noticing people just let their dogs. Perfect example. And if I had like a good amount of money, I would buy trash cans. Like those plastic ones that just fucking have a rope and tie it to a pole around here, at least halfway up, and then like another one or two more. There's a couple of trash cans like where we park our cars and stuff. Anyway, I'm wasting time again, and I'm wasting this time. Oh yeah, I have a short story I want to write. There's this lady that I have encountered on Instagram. She's been responding to my messages about writing, and I told her I'm writing something, and she said I should write some short stories. And I thought about a short story, to be honest with you. It's called like the man who lives staring at the ground, or the man who looked down, or I think the man who lives staring at the ground sounds pretty good. Or the man who lives staring at the ground, or I don't know, it sounds pretty unoriginal maybe, but I don't know. It's kind of a personal short story just to convey a feeling, you know, an emotion. So I'm gonna do it. But anyway, I wanted to tell you guys that it turned into a 3-minute video. Now a 3-minute and 1 second video. 3-minute and 2 seconds. 4, 3, 4, 5. Hope I see you later, Aloe. I love you, bye. This is the kick it spot. It is chill. I guess somebody came with their girlfriend or something. This is my stick in case nobody took it. I'm glad. This is the coyote stick for any humans that want to come hang out here and just be you know, have a little solitude, to gain some solitude. And yeah, so, I'm gonna start reading, y'all. People were born for positions, you know. See one guy, I guess they're like standing out, he's in charge. One guy talking, he's pretty much telling the guy to tell his guy. That's why you have a lot of people at that meeting, so they could kind of get the idea of what's supposed to get done. But that person giving the orders and talking and saying this is what's going to be made and having to run the job, you really got to like be born for that shit, you know what I'm saying? Born to do that. Even those guys standing behind that guy speaking, I bet you a lot of those guys probably speak Spanish, and because some of those guys have to relay the message to the laborers who probably speak a lot of Spanish, you know? But like, well, that's brings me to another point, is, and maybe it's for a reason that I speak this. When I was walking back from the mountain to the train station, I seen this gentleman. It was already like 4:30, 5 o'clock, right? I don't know if it was his shop. I didn't even bother, but just staring and seeing, I pictured like a scene, or I just pictured a feeling and emotion that like that guy, he's right here. This is his shop. He has to deal with customers, and, you know, just like he created this shop just off the love of fixing cars. Like, that's why like these jobs of like a lot of jobs, like generations of like the born in the 80s and 90s and 2000s, those kids, like the 40-year-old, 30-year-olds, like, yeah, there's still going to be people that work on cars, that love cars, they're going to work on them, yes. But ultimately, I think these are going to be skills that not going to go obsolete or anything, but just the old school way of doing things, having a shop like that, it seemed very like, man, that guy seemed like he was born, like, this is, you know, he's an older man. He looked like he might have been in his 50s. You know, like he decided somewhere in his life, this is like, I can't be nowhere else except doing cars. When all else fails, you know, that's why you see mechanics. Sometimes you'll pass by a mechanic shop and there's a light on, you know, there's a TV on. You might hear music. You might seem like someone's still working in there, you know, because when all bullshit and they're like, you know, I know cars and I can fix them, and this is my laboratory, you know what I'm saying? It's my laboratory. That's why I think about my buddies, or just specifically my childhood friend who does tattoos. I thought about him right now in a flash saying that, because like for some, they're a place of business, which they obviously enjoy, you know. They probably enjoy other things, and people start liking other stuff, and you get into other things and master that, and like, you know what I'm saying? But as like a tattoo artist, you gotta sit there with the customer. Like as a mechanic, like, you know, that's your business, but like if you have a fight with your lady or something, you could just go to your shop and start working on the car instead of like going to commit crimes and stupid shit like that. Take all your frustration and focus and do that, you know. Work on a car that, you know, this customer, you know, they pay you when you fucking complete a part of their car, but they're not in a hurry, you know. So I see like cars just parked at like a mechanic shop, because a lot of times it's just cars that the customers are like, you know, just little by little do it, and just, you know, they'll pay you. But you got your customers that come in for your tires and quick maintenance that they got to go back on the road, you know. So, but that's just what I seen when I came down from the mountain. I seen that gentleman working. I was like, man, it's like kind of late. There's not really no customers no more. It's like 4:35. It looked like it just looked like, you know, he just had that thought. You have to do what's calling you. You have to be in your comfortable position so you could be happy. You have to. You have to realize, like, where do I want to be? Be there. Don't be a follower. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't teach you this in school, so you really don't know. They should be teaching this in junior high. You know, we're smart enough at 18 to be like, okay, yeah, I need to be where I'm happy and what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Is that really reasonable? Is it reasonable? Or does life just take you somewhere? You know, you make the best out of your life from after. Because in my life, I feel like I just became aware all of a sudden. I was like aware. Poof. Aware, but still unaware, and just getting more aware as you grow. Like, you know, every day you gotta wake up and do something. If not, you're gonna die in a room. Like, we're humans. So I'm finding things that is keeping me alive, that I like, that makes me feel like I gave something to the day, you know? And it suits me well, you know what I'm saying? Although, and it's a place where I feel comfortable, you know? So, yeah, so everything's good. Like, I'm happy. I'm blessed for some reason. I'm gonna be able to read books. Like, I don't know. There's a give and take with everything, right? It's a little lonely, but it's a give and take, you know? It's a give and take. Life is beautiful, man. Peace, yo. So, the coyote came again. I was standing like more like on the other side of the bush right here. I was standing over there on the side of the bush, and I just seen ears. Like, oh shit. And I guess like the top, you could tell a lot more when you can only see ears. At the top of his head has a little bit of brown. You know, it's like I don't know, just the dirt of it, I guess. And So I came over here like a little more back, but I don't like being over here because of the cliff. And but I couldn't see him, so. And all of a sudden, I stepped back here, and sure enough, it was him. I could see a lot of his body. He's actually in that position right there. He's actually sitting down now, so he's a little comfortable. But I have no idea what he's looking at, to be real. Like, is he gonna chase somebody's dogs or something? I wonder if somebody ran with the dog right here, if he would chase him. I don't know. I wonder what is he looking for? Like, if he knows. Like if he knows fucking the land or something, you know what I'm saying? Like if he, I don't know, like if he's looking at something, like if he's familiar with it. Honestly, like I got sandwiches. Oh, he heard something. Yeah, he doesn't look like he eats a lot. That coyote doesn't look very. Just looks like a wild coyote. I'm sure they go days without eating. I think coyotes, like wolves, don't they regurgitate? They might get food, eat it, and take it back to their family or somebody. Not only that, I have a sandwich. Think that motherfucker wants a sandwich? He's looking for, oh, he's looking for something. I wonder what the thought process they have in the journey they go through. You know, dogs are very wise, man. They give you a cold stare. They know everything about you, man. Dogs, they're very quiet. They can't really talk. They just bark. So what do you think? They listen a lot. And they see. I notice that when I'm fading, I'm eating in front of them. They're just looking at me like, I don't know. They're not a toy. This is what I notice. This is what I notice. They require feeling and love. But I wonder if I gave them a fucking sandwich, would he become a fucking, put a leash on his ass? I don't know. You think he'll like fucking dog food? I don't know. I think the rodents, maybe the leaving food helps him get them or something. Helps them come out and he fucking grabs a rabbit or something. Anyway, yo, peace. I just trust God and go closer. Oh, that was fell back right now. So I trust God and go closer. I thought I was recording the whole time. I'm gonna go down the hill. Only got, there's a rabbit right there. There's a coyote up on the hills. You guys already seen that part of the vlog, I'm pretty sure. But look at how it's like, all of a sudden all that fog came through. Like, this is a fucking, what is this shit? This is the cemetery, but it gets all steamy like that, like the morning dew. It's already late in the day. Thinking about getting Romeo and Juliet, because on the Catcher of the Rye, he mentions Romeo and Juliet. And it's pretty dope, dope shit that the character, the young boy, Caulfield, I know his last name. I can't remember his first name, but he's a young boy, and it's for him to think that way, him to like watch Romeo and Juliet and see it another way, and how he like interpreted the disciples in the Bible, and pretty interesting. So Romeo and Juliet, and he mentioned another author twice. He kept saying it was like a good read, so I have to go back in the book and see which one it was that he was talking about. So peace. All right, yo, chapter 26, that's all I'm going to tell about. I could probably tell you what I did after I went home and how I got sick and all, and what school I was supposed to go to next fall after I got out of here. But I didn't feel like it, I really don't. But I don't feel like it, I really don't. That stuff doesn't interest me too much right now. A lot of people, especially this one psychoanalysis guy they have here, keeps asking me if I'm going to apply myself when I go back to school next September. It's such a stupid question in my opinion. I mean, how do you know what you're going to do till you do it? The answer is you don't. I think I am, but how do I know? I swear it's a stupid question. DB isn't as bad as the rest of them, but he keeps asking me a lot of questions too. He drove over last Saturday with this English babe that's in this new picture he's riding. She was pretty effective but very good looking. Anyway, one time when she went to the ladies' room, way the hell down in the other wing, DB asked me what I thought about all this stuff I just finished telling you about. I didn't know what the hell to say. If you want to know the truth, I don't know what I think about it. I'm sorry I told so many people about it. All I know is I sort of miss everybody I told about. Even old Stradlater and Ackley, for instance. I think I even missed that goddamn Maurice. It's funny. Don't ever tell anybody anything. If you do, you start missing everybody. That was the last chapter of this book. And I'm gonna go in there and see what they have for Shakespeare. And I'm hoping that they have what is it? I'm hoping that they have what would I think about this book? It's just like makes you think you're a little boy, and it's cool. Like he's like a little boy drinking. It's kind of smart for a young kid. So it's just, I don't know, makes you think back to your time when you were that young. You probably weren't that smart. You know, you're probably some of the guys he's mentioning in here, the phonies. You know. Other than that, I think it's very intriguing, and people read it over and over because, you know, it has a relation to the Beatles. You know, the guy who supposedly killed John Lennon said he mentioned this book as a motive, which the only thing I can see is him not really liking these arrogant, phony people, and maybe him thinking that John Legend was phony. So I don't know. But anyway, it's a good read. It's a good read. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe, follow me, and if you know, I could use some support. So if you guys, in the link should be my Cash App link. So if you guys could help me out, you know, I feel guilty asking, but I know other people probably could use more help, or maybe need more help, but I'm just asking, you know. So anyway, y'all, hope you enjoy. Peace, y'all. Came to the library, got Macbeth. Or Hamlet, right? Have you ever read those?
No.
I was gonna ask you, what's better, Hamlet or Macbeth?
No.
Maybe I'll read it later. She must be pregnant or something. She doesn't look pregnant, but she's making a lot of noise. So we got Frankenstein. Next, after Frankenstein, I'm gonna read Dracula. So I got Frankenstein and Hamlet. Then I asked the lady who looks up like information on books. She said they're gonna get the Will Smith book. And my cousin wanted me to read that one, but it's not out yet. It's called Will. Peace, y'all. So I came back from the library. I just got back to my hiking spot. I don't know if I want to run, but I'm gonna just walk at least, just to get like another fucking workout in. I was thinking about running, and man, people leave this fucking shit all dirty right here, man. Where I park at to go hiking and I read a lot of books. It's like people fucking don't clean up, man. It's insane. They just throw a bunch of fucking shit on the floor. And it's funny, like I think people are like know already who I am when I come to this fucking hiking spot. Cause all of a sudden they got a whole family got out of their car. Like there are people, like when you go to a hiking spot, not everybody's like, as soon as you get there, sometimes you're like, fuck, look, I have like a little puff right here. Huh? I want to get a frohawk. I already have this fucking part. That's all I have. I look like Mr. T. Mr. T when he's like 50 already. Or how he looks right now. His hairline. But I guess I'll just use my boots. I was gonna take my shoes, but they always mess up my feet. They're not broken in, I don't believe. But also, check this out. Yeah, so like sometimes I'm getting like empowered, where it's like I'm here every day. I have my oh, they just came in here and just chill. Oh, it's not that people follow me. They're so interested. I just chill in my car all the fucking time and go hiking. And like, they might be fucking like curious, like, who the fuck is this guy? And then if they ever talk to me, I'll be like, I have a YouTube channel. This is what I do. And I'm gonna tell the librarians sometimes, but they look like librarians are interesting. They're good people. But people have their days, you know. But also yeah, like I read it might have been Rich Dad Poor Dad, but you read all these books about like financial literacy. They're always saying you treat money as if it's fake. You know, you create jobs. You're supposed to create jobs. You're supposed to create value. Like, man, I should be the fucking hired security on this little lot right here. I don't know who I gotta talk to. I don't know if it's who owns it, the school or something. But if they ever need a security guard, might as well. Fuck, I'd be here all the time. That'd be really cool. Even if the church owns it, I guess the church, hey, you know, you're offering a job for me, so I'll take 15 bucks an hour. You could probably write that shit off. You know what I'm saying? It's Catholic church. They have so much money. But maybe I should ask somebody. But also in I haven't thought, what other like job you just create out of nothing? I guess reading the books. That's what I'm doing. But I thought about something else. Totally thought about something else. It's obviously, I think for sure it's the security. I just kind of like thought about that. But what other job did I think about? Like just creating, like, because they say you have to create value, you know? And reading the books is kind of like me creating a job. But I'm sure if I go down YouTube, there's a bunch of people who probably read books online. But I don't know, maybe people will enjoy what I do. I do some vlogs too, you know? Here's a new charger I had to buy. It's really long, I'm just keeping it on there. But you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to create, you know? I can't wait to read Frankenstein, but I'm gonna read this like a couple books down. I said I have this one to read. Anyway, I'm gonna want to read a little bit of Hamlet when I get back, so. But it was Hamlet, and what else was it? Hamlet. There was another book over there that's just like named after one person. But anyway, I'm gonna go for my run. Peace. These dirty fucks. People are just doshing the floor, huh? So I came for a fucking walk again. I'm gonna regret not taking my headphones. So I came for a stupid walk again. I sound like is it Holden Caulfield from Catcher in the Rye? He's always very sarcastic and fucking talking shit. Bunch of phonies. Anyway, I gotta read the book. But I'm gonna go for a slight run. Getting kind of cold. I'm actually gonna go for a jog, fuck it. Very intermediate. But peace, y'all. Oh, yo, I just got back from a run. It's like a little past 5 o'clock on Friday. I got this from the dollar store, and I poked a hole in it at the store to see if it had like a good smell. It wasn't so potent. This is like probably the shake. I wonder if it's even real coffee. I hope so. At least it's hopefully it's real. Hopefully it's real. Instant coffee, it's all it says. It says 100% instant coffee. What does that even mean? For questions or comments. It smells like coffee. It smells like if I was in jail, I'd probably be fucking happy I had this shit. So it's not so thick or whatever. I don't know if it's gonna work if I mix this in with water. I don't know. So I assume I'm gonna have to shake it real well, aren't I? So I get myself a little shot. I'm gonna pour myself some water. Well, actually, let me pour it from this green thing that I have. People are like, think I'm so weird probably. I just hang out in my truck, but really I'm just doing my thing, man. I've never really been a people person, bro. Just since I was a kid, and I realized that. So I'm just in my lane, in my pocket, you know? I got my homies that I met. God brought people in my life, family. I don't really need too many new friends, you know? Okay, so the water did turn pretty black. So now I'm gonna mix it. I had like not one that the ink will get destroyed. Actually, let me open it. Open it. I could just use it now, you know? I have a bug on my leg. Okay, so I don't know, is it supposed to dissolve? Let me fill it up because I don't really need it that strong. I have a feeling this thing is gonna get me jittery. This is all I'm doing right here. Just pouring it, see? Pouring some water. Still pretty dark. Just pouring it out of this. I got it back from the library yesterday. And I came to the library today. And pretty much everybody knows me in the library now. The lady was like, oh, we're understaffed right now. I should try to get a job right there, but I'm a felon, so. I'm a 2-time felon. But, this is gonna really taste dark. It really tastes like a shot. I'm really gonna feel like a real fucking trailer boy. A real mountaineer. I'm just kidding. Totally just kidding about the trailer thing's not a diss, you know? My grandpa lived in a trailer. In a city. He wasn't living in, like, with land. He lived on the fucking main street next to a barbershop and fucking hookers and shit like that. Liquor stores. It was getting cold right now. People are going right now crazy. Tastes real watery. Just watery coffee, I suppose. It's kind of good there's water in it, don't you think? So this is the first book I'm gonna read right now, the newest book. It's probably gonna make me have to use the restroom. I'm gonna read this right now as long as I have some daylight. Peace, y'all. Yeah, we're just watching the highlights of the Chargers game last week against the, sorry, you can't really see me. Oh, I look very old. My skin looks pretty, I could use some cream, can't I? But, I, was watching because my favorite football team is the Raiders, and they can make it into a tournament of like 16 teams and be the champion. If they enter that tournament, they could be the champion. It's called the playoffs. And the Chargers, they're playing the LA Chargers. You know, we're from LA, but I'm a Raiders fan. They were part of Oakland, now in Las Vegas. But it's gonna be a hell of a game. The Chargers beat us. They dominated that game pretty much. By halftime, it was like they got a lot of pressure on the Raiders. Hopefully our line is better now. This is for the football fans. LA Chargers are a good team. They whooped the Broncos yesterday. I mean, last weekend. They beat them. I don't even think they let them score a touchdown. I think towards the end they scored a touchdown, but they got a good rush. And they got a good offense. And yeah, I was noticing that, and it's gonna be a tough game for the Raiders. Raiders have to win and go to the playoffs. That other team, the Chargers, it's whoever wins goes to that tournament to be a champion. Chargers look really good, man. They're only going to get better, man, because they have a young quarterback. But, I mean, there's always off seasons for everything, you know. Sometimes some people only get close once and never go back, you know. So, but, so yeah, I'm just, if I was at home, you would have seen the highlights. I'd seen Chargers had some good highlights. One of their players, number 7, had a really sweet kick return. Like, it was sick. It was sick. And then, check it out. It was on the week 17 against the Chargers, against the Broncos at home in SoFi Stadium. And, you know, Herbert threw some sick passes. Mike Williams freaking dove for one, number 81. He, like, slid and got up. He's pretty much caught it, landed, like, on the 2 and slid to the touchdown, pretty much. And Eckler had some really good plays. Eckler had a sick-ass little, like, screenplay down the sideline. He even broke the tackle, but the guy from behind trailing him, like, you know, because the tackle, he had to kind of do a juke move, so he slowed him down, you know. And they have a really good, they have a guy that's better than Bosa, Joey Bosa. They have that other guy named, Tillery? Something like that. They're a good team, you know. I've never been a hater, you know. It is what it is, you know. I actually want my team to win, so I really, like, I don't beat down. My team's the greatest, you know. That's drunk talk, but just shooting the shit. That's just fandom, you know, fandom. I'm gonna read some more of my book. I just want to tell you guys the highlights I was watching. So when this vlog does come up, I want to remember, because by the time this vlog comes out, the Raider game's already gonna have finished, and hopefully we win. It's gonna be a tough one for the Raiders. It's gonna be a very tough one. Our guys are gonna have to step up, really. I think we're getting confident at the right time. I hope, you know. We need Zay Jones, you know. We've been having 2 good games, man. Stuff like this, even if you just come out and play hard and get some good and show some fight in you, then that really shows that then this person's a legit football player, or like Hunter Renfro's been doing that. You know, we got Waller back. Hopefully that doesn't fuck us up. Hopefully he comes through when we need him. You know, nothing forced. You know, and we need Josh Jacobs for sure. We're nothing without Jacobs, man. We need Josh Jacobs for sure. We're gonna get our stops against them, but we gotta score when we have to score. We're gonna get stops. You know, we're gonna get stops against them. You know, we're dogs. You know, we have players on our side that are. You know, it's gonna be a great game. It's gonna be a great game. So anyway, peace. Happy Friday. Be careful what you're drinking. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Be careful. No drinking and driving, y'all. Peace. I don't know if they ever did this on TikTok. Actually, I had first put this. I always put a bowl in this little Maruchan thing because you don't want the water. Not this little Maruchan thing, like the Maruchan. It's the Maruchan, huh? I don't want to sound like too American, like, you know, this little Maruchan thing. No, because the Maruchan, it'll overflow if you don't put nothing under it. So I always put it in a bowl so it'll catch the overflow anyway. So I put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes. And I was gonna put it back in for like another 30 seconds. I said, I just heated up some water for my tea. So then, I said, you know what, it'll catch the water. I'd rather use this better than the microwave. This is legit hot water. Look at that. Look at how it rises, you see? Ain't that microwavable shit. But I was impatient, so. Shout out my little bro, he got COVID. Hope he be all right. That's TikTok right there. Look at that shit.
Needing a touchdown. The ball is at the New England
24. That seems real.
Pressing it against his helmet as he goes to the ground.
This shit's hella fake right here.
Is David Tyree.
Look at it. It's fake.
Manning loves it. Burris alone. Touchdown.
Hella fake. Oh. Look at this coverage. It's fake. Big bro wins one, the next year little bro wins one. How fake is that? No, it's fucking. Look at how fake this is.
A great job. Ellis Hobbs in coverage. He starts to the inside just enough
What the
to
hell
send a
is
slant.
that?
And then he goes to the corner.
That
They
was
call
weak.
that the slant.